All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live.
Oh,
Like now?
Like now, right now.
no.
All right. Hello there, Otaku Talk Nation. We are back as a foursome in the first time for a long time. We have a lot to cover today. We've got anime, news, and all of our regular out-of-pocket opinions coming right at you. I'm Sputnik, and I am happy as hell that my argument partner is back. Savage!
Hola.
Say hi to the nice people.
He said, "Hola,
We have our coachiest of Coach Light.
how are you doing?"
And we have the master of disaster, the man with the plan, the owner of the nation, the Black Up.
Thank you. We're back, and first of all, gentlemen, I'm happy to see all your beautiful faces. I'm glad that we all were able to come back. Glad that Savage is back, because now I don't have to deal with Spud's bullshit anymore. I can just get him Savage and just walk away. I can have that again. I appreciate that, Savage. Thank you for coming back. Please don't leave
Hey,
again.
Savage, take it away.
But we have a lot.
Bro just said, please don't leave me on
This-
live fucking YouTube.
Yeah, I said please don't leave again, please. I don't. Dealing with Spud is a full-time job, and I don't feel like dealing with it.
I'm a handful.
But we got a lot to talk about, and we got a lot of stuff that probably has already been talked about. We're gonna give our opinions, and if you don't like it, you know where the door is. But
Get over it.
anywho, is what we got. So I thought we're gonna start with a little bit of anime, because we're an anime podcast first. So why don't we start with some anime and have some fun with it? We got a lot of anime coming out this summer. We've already had a massive explosion in the spring of good stuff that came out, and just I don't know how to say it except for it was almost perfect. They almost perfect. They gave everybody almost everything they wanted at one time.
There was a couple things that I definitely.
They gave me a lot of stuff I didn't ask for.
Thank you.
But they gave you stuff you didn't ask for, but some of that stuff you didn't ask for was actually very good.
I will say,
Questionable.
I really need to know as soon as possible if there's going to be more Remonster.
See,
I'm glad you brought that up.
Something that no one asked
I have
for.
issues with Remonster.
Okay.
Wait.
Yep, and here it goes.
An issue.
He has
Remonster?
issues.
I have personal issues with it.
What's the issue, sir? I'll give you that. What's the issue?
One, animation.
Okay.
I would have liked this way more better. I would have liked it a lot more if the animation was up to par with what they were talking about. Based off the way the story works, I feel that. But based off the way the story was and the character is, the animation just was not up to keep when we have shit like Windbreaker and all this other stuff competing out there the same time frame.
Okay.
Animation quality is not.
It's very bad.
Wait.
It's not bad. It's not bad. It's at worst.
Wait. I
would give you that. I would give you mid, right? If it wasn't for the fact that that same animation style and that same animation I saw over a decade ago.
But hold up. Here's the problem with that. You can look at Reincarnated as a Slime and see the same animation, but you love Reincarnated as a Slime. So we really can't.
We're on season 4 right now? Or season 3? Is it season 3? We're on season 3, and the animation kept going up. It
but
better.
But you can look at both those animation styles, and they're literally the same.
I say season 1 Reincarnation of the Slime is definitely still animated better than Remonster. No way.
Hold on, I'm pulling up the studio. What's the fucking studio for Remonster? Because if it's a brand new studio, you got to give them time, dog.
If it's a brand new studio, I will give them time. But like I said, I had issues. That was just one of the major ones I had. Because I followed the story for the most part and was like, "Oh, this is interesting. I like the concept. The proof of concept was there for me."
It's not a new publisher, but it is a smaller
What have they done before?
Publisher.
What have they done before?
Shit, making me Google shit now. It's Pony Canyon.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, that's like I said, they're smaller.
This is awesome already.
Animes.
Somebody say something while we look this shit up.
made by
well,
Pony
shit.
Canyon. Pony Canyon?
Yep.
Okay. All right. See, look, we already
Tokyo
have problems.
Revengers.
You know what? And
Oh, no. Here's the thing.
That's not a plus.
No, because I can defend
all the seasons.
What's that?
All the seasons of Tokyo Revenge or just particular one? Because sometimes you get ones and they go somewhere else.
It doesn't say.
Nah.
It says Tokyo Avenger.
Wait, because I can defend this. At least the studio went with a better quality story. Leave them alone.
They did.
You can't. You see, I'm looking at their thing right now, right? And I see what you see, Tokyo Avenger. Cool. But the last season of Tokyo Avenger that they aired, the animation was definitely better than what the fuck they showed in Remonster. But it still wasn't great.
To also be fair, Tokyo Revengers is just trash in general. It's not even.
It looks like Pony Canyon. Oh, this is Pony Canyon USA. They've only released 5 anime for the US release, not counting Remonster. So in terms of like US release, they haven't done shit here.
They're still a small studio. So
see now
that's what I said.
Now I gotta cut you guys. Now I gotta cut because it says they did Blade of the Immortal. If that's what I think it is, hold up.
Okay, which Blade? I'm gonna ask which Blade of the Immortal. Was it the TV version or the animated movie version?
I'm trying
two
to
different
see.
ones.
It might have been that's what I'm trying to see. Hold on. It doesn't say. It just says Blade of the Immortal, but it doesn't say if this is the movie or the show. Hold on.
Because the show was done by a different studio.
They're definitely not. They've been around for a while, but it doesn't look like they've never gotten big. In terms of
based off the stuff they've picked, these weren't
okay.
Okay.
So they did Hinomaru Sumo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't watch that one. They're big on Sound Euphonium.
Yep.
That they're in charge of that.
Okay, Sound Euphonium isn't bad. It's a music anime. I give it credit. It's all right.
Well, they do a lot. It looks like they do a lot of music anime. To be honest with you,
it does.
I actually like Sound Euphonium.
See, they did King and Ashura. So okay. So if they've done King and Ashura, and I'm not even the biggest King and Ashura fan either, but that's mostly CG.
Okay.
I just feel that they could have done a little bit more effort now.
Okay, so
when you said they're a small studio, I was like, fair enough. But now I'm looking at the stuff they've worked on. I'm sitting here going, they could have put a little bit more effort into what they were doing because for that show,
primarily music based.
Fair enough, but you did King and Ashura, which isn't music based. That has 2 seasons so far. I think they're working on their 3rd. And they just did the crossover at Baki. So King and Ashura is popular enough.
Whoa!
It's all fights.
First of all, the crossover with Baki is trash. First and foremost.
We could talk about that later.
No, because you're going to put this in this conversation. I'm going to bring it the fuck up.
I didn't put it in the conversation as like animation. I'm talking about the series King and Ashura being big, which it is.
It's an okay.
It's going on their third season. It's going on their 3rd season, I think now. They already announced 3rd season.
It's an okay series, but it still has bad. Okay. It still has bad animation because that 3D animation just don't work.
I mean, sometimes
Berserk has proven that.
No.
Gotta ask though, it was big here. Was it big in Japan? Because they have proven time and time again they don't give a shit what we think, which is fine.
Well, but I'm on Pony Canyon USA, so I don't think it matters what Japan's part is in this one.
I looked up the international one.
Yeah, I'm on their USA one.
Okay, no, because to be fair,
okay,
Savage may have a little bit of a point because Pony Canyon USA is also a video game producer. So some shit does make sense.
It is a publishing company. They do all kinds of media.
Yeah, so we gotta cut them a break. I'll say this: if the animation improves in season 2, but the story is still great, can we upgrade them from mid to maybe okay? Can we all agree that we'll upgrade it from mid to okay?
Oh, hold on. All right. Sorry to the potential listeners, but Savage and I were talking about the Sonic games earlier, and like how some have mid story or controls, but like as long as it's still good in general, then it's still good. And Remonster may not have had the best animation, but it did have a good story. It did have good like individual images.
Like it. I still
like it. And it had great voiceover work.
It did. And again, like I said, I have no issue with the concept of proof of concept they did. Okay, that's not my beef. My beef was mainly, like I said, the animation.
enough. CGI.
Yeah, because
There
for
wasn't
the
enough.
show, based off what that show's about, we've all watched it. It looks like, right? We've all watched Green Monster. So seeing as we all watched it, it's safe to say that I would feel like you guys would agree with me, at least on this part, right? That it does mainly involve a lot more action than necessary.
Yes.
So being that it relies a lot on action, I feel that they should have put more into
CGI.
the action. Yeah.
Oh,
Because that's the issue. Because you built this. The story was entertaining at first. It definitely first episode piqued my interest. Right, I was like, okay. I kept watching. By like episode 3, I was sitting here going like, okay, so I get how this works now. We're gonna follow this as like breaks the time. Cool. I could follow with all that, but almost every single time something like drastic needed to happen, whether it be the evolution or a fight or war or whatever it may be, I feel like there wasn't a big focus on it.
Correct.
Okay, so I will say
that it should have focused on.
For Remonster specifically, I always moved it to my worst monitor because it ran better. Like it looked cleaner on my worst monitor.
And see, that should be an issue right there.
Well, not necessarily, because sometimes if something's animated a certain frame per second rate and you go too high on how often your screen's trying to refresh, it makes it look choppy. It's like trying to play an old 8-bit game on a fucking 144 hertz monitor. Like it looks choppy. It's because the refresh rates don't gel. So sometimes you have to downgrade your viewing tech as well.
Okay, well, there's a lot of stuff.
That's some like electronic engineering nerd shit. Which, if you want to know about it, I can tell you. But
we got a debate about. We're not a debate. We have a discussion about that sometimes for sure.
Right.
But there were a lot of shows that came out this season that are 12 episodes with Remonster. That again, like for example, I don't know if you guys saw Mission Yozakaru Family.
Funniest thing I've seen on anime in a while.
Okay, that had fights too, and again, animated a lot better. I'm just saying, based off what we had to pick from.
They had better CGI aspects in the fight scenes in Yosukai and the family anime. They had better CGI concepts than Remonster. Remonster had a great story, just like Yosukai family, but the problem
the Newgate. Newgate was interesting.
I haven't seen.
Also,
I haven't seen Newgate.
He hasn't seen Newgate.
Newgate. Well, I'm not going to talk about the story. I'm just saying.
We don't need to talk about the story, but I'm just saying they have fighting in it also. And again, it's not the best, but it's still better.
Okay. To be fair, though, Remonster, I put it in the pile of all isekai trash, which isekai trash can be hit or miss. Let's just be fair about it. It's all isekai. But it's
what about chilling in another world level 2 super cheat?
See, that's just not fair.
Hold up.
That's not fair. That's not fair.
I like that.
Look, that is also isekai trash, but it's good isekai.
Hey.
First of all, you ain't gonna wave your finger at me, sir. I don't know where either one of you were getting at that shit. First of all, it's
really good.
It's really good, yes. But I put all isekai in the same category. Because most people consider isekai nothing but isekai trash.
Okay, I will say this.
Incorrect.
If you go on tier list, let's just say all isekai trash in your book, all of it, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
On a tier list from S rank to F rank, what would you put that?
I would put that in the same category as I put the anime where the kid was fat, went into a closet in his grandfather's house, and I put in the same category. And excuse, can I finish, or am I allowed? Am I finished, or are you just gonna keep getting butthurt till I give an answer, y'all? Because if you don't let me,
I fucked with that show.
No. Let me finish, and then you can chill out. Because I'm going to put it on the same tier, which were both S tier to me. So calm your panties down, alright?
Okay, S tier is the best. So
calm your asses down.
I still disagree.
So when you put Remonster as S tier?
I would not put Remonster as S tier. I would put Remonster as B plus tier.
Solid B. Yeah, it's solid B.
It's a solid B plus to me at best.
Then what's your A?
No. So if we're gonna talk about isekais. A-wise? Ooh, shit.
I have a lot of isekai I have to go through that.
I put that kid goes to his grandpa's closet to the other world one, whatever the fuck that one's called. It's got a long ass name.
It wasn't really. It wasn't.
Okay.
No, I'm pretty sure that was a project made so they can make something they actually wanted to make. I think they just did that throwaway. But even as a throwaway, it was animated wonderfully.
It wasn't a throwaway. There's a second season already for that.
Yeah,
there's a second season now.
That's my B tier.
It's not out, but there is.
See, that's not B tier to me. I would put.
So that's B tier to you.
That's
B tier to you, Spud. Okay, so that's B tier to you. And Black said that's S rank for him.
That's S rank for me because it was a great show.
Coach. All right,
Coach, what do you call it? Wish fulfillment.
I would go in the middle of those. I would call that.
That's what all anime is supposed to be.
You would call it a what?
An A+ because they didn't really wrap up the summary at the end. That's how I look
at it.
Well,
I don't think they thought they were going to get a second season. I don't think they were going to get a second season though. That's probably why.
Right.
Well, then they should have wrapped up what they could.
I think they did.
Hold on. They didn't wrap up though. That's the
thing.
No, I think they left it as
a huge.
That's Coach. That's why I said that I felt that show was a throwaway because I felt like somewhere someone said, "Hey, you animate this, we'll let you animate what you want to animate." And they didn't expect for it to be as popular as it got. So that becoming that if it didn't get as popular as it got, nobody would talk about it, and it wouldn't matter how it ended.
But the animation was so top tier.
Oh yeah,
because they were
animation-wise, it was S tier.
It was amazing, great animation. That's what was surprised about it.
The animation was S tier. The storyline was A+. I will give that. I won't give it quite as there's some stuff that could be.
I want to recant. The animation was pretty, but it wasn't necessarily clean. So I want to drop it to A because my bar right now is Studio 824. Fucking. What's that one that we love so much, Coach?
Oh, you talking about Apothecary Diaries?
Apothecary
Man,
Diaries.
get the fuck out.
It's an S tier in all tiers.
It's not S tier in all tiers, but I'm gonna let you have your bullshit for now.
The reason he's stating that is the animation was top tier, though. Like they went into massive detail in that series. Like if you actually watch through every episode, it went into massive detail for each little thing.
Every single episode, I agree with the S tier on the animation. It's a fucking painting.
Yeah, I agree with the animation was way plus S tier. I say S plus.
Coach, as my friend,
the storyline was amazing.
As my friend, I love you. But I'm gonna need you to stop slobbing the knob for a little bit. All right, I'm gonna need you to stop slobbing.
So hold on, who likes Studio Ghibli? Tell me right now.
Everyone
likes Studio Ghibli.
Shut the fuck up then, because guess who?
Studio 824 is they run Ghibli.
I don't give a fuck. It doesn't mean that shit's still S tier. I said what I said.
No,
that's
the bar. I'm saying that's
who loves Mononoke. Just tell me right now, who loves Mononoke?
We all love Mononoke. You know.
Okay.
That.
Shut the fuck up then.
No, it's goddamn my time. We ain't gonna shut up on my podcast. The fuck?
Exactly. Shut up.
No.
I'm looking at the anime.
Okay, talking about like the best in the business.
I'm checking anime right now, right? Like I'm on 9 Anime here. You know what? I'm gonna throw it up on the stream for everybody. Like, hold on a second. We're gonna do this.
Ooh.
Can we do that?
Yeah, I'm on 9 Anime.
I don't know. We'll know.
I don't think we can do that, Savage.
We'll know if this shit gets flagged. I'll go through.
Well, I mean,
just let me know.
It shouldn't be an issue based off we're not watching anything. We're just looking at the pictures, so it's a list.
So
it shouldn't be that big of a deal because it's just literally the list. No, we're not watching it. We're just looking at what's out. Based off, because this is for spring and summer. So this is everything that dropped. You got Remonster. Like, you follow where I'm going with this. Cool, right? So, this between, I guess you can kind of call this, because I have it set between spring and summer, because that's how these came out, right? Between spring and summer. Summer still hasn't fully released everything, obviously, yet. We still got hella stuff coming out. But, based off spring and summer, all this stuff dropped, which Remonster falls under.
Right.
In the era this came out in, we had Mysterious Disappearance. This was fire.
It was.
This was fire. All right, because I'm talking about your competition. You can't see Mysterious. You didn't watch it yet. You should watch it. It's pretty good.
The
Fable.
It's not
the Fable has actually been pretty entertaining too. I've been liking the Fable. I watched the Fable. Viral Hit was fucking.
Thank you.
I don't know what to call that. I don't know what to call that, but it worked. I don't know what to, because I didn't expect it to be as good as it was. That kind of came out left field.
Come on, keep going.
Salad bowl of eccentrics. Oh my god,
pretty good too.
That was. I'll give them applause for that one because that That I feel like that was a refresher. We hadn't had that in a long time that did it that way. Yes,
if we're going to talk about pretty. Sorry, if we're going to talk about super pretty anime, I think we need to give a big nod to Spice and Wolf.
No, because Spice and Wolf had already came out years ago. I don't need
the Merchant meets the Wise Wolf.
That's an old anime reanimated. I don't think that needs to be even brought up in this discussion because
we had an entire fucking podcast of
you want to talk about pretty Jellyfish Can't Swim at Night came out pretty fire from an artist perspective,
and I will give you that. Amazing. I'll give you that 100%.
The story was okay,
but it looked great.
But, oh yeah, beautiful.
That was something to look at for sure. I only watched 3 episodes of it so far, but I was very pleased with what I was looking at aesthetically. Like,
can I bring up an anime that has absolutely garbage animation, but has some of the best writing, some of the best character work, etc.?
What?
The Misfit of Demon King Academy.
Okay.
Okay. So we're gonna go right back.
You know what? That's not actually fair.
No, that is okay? No.
Season 1.
Hold up. No. Because according to what you just said, sir. This is literally what you said. Season 1 was great. You're right. I'm stopping right there. That was great. We're right. But then it slowly started getting...
It's pretty bad right now.
Just like, I'll use an example. Shield Hero. Season 1 was fire, right?
Yeah.
Season 2. Tumbleweed.
Season 2 was at least... Season 2 was animated beautifully. I liked Season 2. I know some people didn't like... I liked it.
We could follow where the money went with Misfit, though. That's my issue with it. Because they broke it into 2 pieces. They broke the season 2 into 2 halves. They did the first half, and then
we're still in the middle. We're still in the middle of season 2, part 2. So I mean, there's still room to grow.
There's
still room to grow, but at the same time, they're not even fighting like they were in the first season. So I feel like they used most of their budget then.
To be fair, they could have done a Demon Slayer and made a movie and been the same goddamn thing we had already watched.
What do you mean they did make a movie?
They did make a movie?
Yes.
Demon Slayer? I never saw Misfit have a movie.
A Demon Slayer?
No, Misfit the Demon Academy.
Oh,
okay. They could have done that.
Slayer. That's why I'm like,
they could have done a Demon Slayer and made a movie.
Multiple movies.
Because I was like, Demon Slayer definitely had a movie.
I do want to bring up one that has amazing fight animation, but kind of mid slow anime, or the slower parts animation. And that's Tsukimichi Moonlit Fantasy.
Oh, see, that last season was better.
It just ended. So
based on what I watched at the ending, they kind of were coming back towards the last 4 episodes. The last 3 episodes were kind of coming back, but the animation for the previous season was way better.
It was. But,
all right.
I think the one thing that needs to be recognized is that the main character has the greatest power-up music.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Like,
I'll give you. I'll let you know that.
Full out God mode. Like,
I'm glad y'all here because I do need y'all. I want to know what y'all have to say about. I was reincarnated as a 7th prince so I could take my time perfecting my magic ability because that made me very upset for a ton of reasons. I didn't finish it.
This anime,
I watched one that made me so uncomfortable.
This anime was weird, and I have problems with it because why does the main? I watched to episode 5. That's when I was done.
You did better than me.
Episode 4, when I saw him get a smirk, like one of my favorite anime, which Spud should know what this is. Tanya, the Saga of Evil. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Why are you a main character having that smile, doing shit that you're doing? No. Bad.
That was your issue with it?
No, that's not my only issue.
My issue was the fact that they literally. This I would have felt already. I would already felt way more comfortable if they first of all made it a girl, because you can't sit here and tell me that's a boy. That already bugged the shit out of me from the first part.
Well, they gave
him go anime wise
for some fucking.
They gave him. Dude, the manga's even worse. The manga apparently he's even sicker for no reason. And I'm like, why? This is like, first of all, this is like a child. It's like he's like what 5 or
something like that. He's super young. He's like,
and it's young. Again, this would be not as bad, especially the outfit, if it wasn't a fucking boy.
Okay,
because it changes. The writing doesn't change. If you make it a girl or a boy, the writing fits better with a girl. It doesn't alter anything story-wise.
Here's my thing though. Why are we genderifying anime? If it's like, why are we looking at a kid's hips? Hold up, let's like.
We're not looking at kids' hips. We're looking at the fact that everything, because he's treated like a girl, but he's a super powerful, uber powerful mage. Because remember, he died and reincarnated.
Yeah,
I feel like they were trying to go for androgyny, but
they failed.
Way
they failed. They failed. And again,
I honestly
just
have
like
no
this
excuses for it. The anime is it's a creep fest.
It's weird.
It is.
That's why
I put this in the same place. I throw that other one with the genius. No, that genius little girl or whatever. The fucking, I can't remember the name of it right now, but it was also on Crunchyroll, and it was the girl that was like a scientist, and she had a crush on on the other guy in her school. They were both in middle school, but I can't remember the name right now. But I put it on the same thing as that. There was a show. I can't remember it. I'll find it later for you. Yeah, tell you what the title was.
We're gonna just change subjects right here because that already creeped me the fuck out, and we're just gonna change this. Yeah, because
it makes me so.
Can we talk about? Can we talk about how Windbreaker did a tournament arc correctly?
Yes,
I mean you can talk about it. I mean, but I feel like it kind of goes without saying that they did a tournament arc perfectly. I mean,
it was
I feel like all tournament arcs we've had,
but like you can't. Ain't nothing. There's nothing in the universe that goes without saying, because what we are doing right now is just talking about.
No, you're 100% correct. But I'm just saying, Windbreaker kind of literally did its like name. It just came in with the wind and dipped. Like we didn't expect any of that to happen. I thought with episode 1 and 2 that was going to be where most of their money went in animation. I was
no.
Better.
I was like, oh. So we're gonna stay here. We're gonna
insane. Just like
exactly. I was like, we're gonna stay here. Okay, I'm with this. We're staying here. And we're staying.
There was no staying here. You were a part of it. You were sitting in the bleachers with it.
I have to be that guy. The only thing I had a problem with, after a minute, I was like, all right, so what is the story of this? Besides y'all just whooping people's ass, that's a great fight.
You know what your problem is.
But
I can tell you what your problem is.
What's my problem?
Because you never watched High and Low.
You did?
Like this is
I did.
Did you?
No, I never watched High and Low.
See, that's why you don't like it. Because if you watch
I never said I don't like Windbreaker. See, don't put words in my mouth, sir.
No, if you watch High and Low, you wouldn't have that statement.
No, I do have. I'm allowed to have this statement. It's my opinion.
It's your opinion based off the fact you never watch High and Low.
Doesn't mean I have to watch another anime and go, okay, this is great, but I don't see a story yet. But I'm starting to piece some shit together. But I'm just saying.
I'm just saying, bro. If you watch High and Low, I promise you'll look at it different. If you watch stuff like High and Low or the other thing we had, which was The Crows, it's on YouTube. Yeah. You can watch the movie there. If you watch those, this show is what Tokyo Revengers should have been.
Correct.
It's really what Tokyo Revengers should have been. That's what this was.
Though. Black Up, the one thing I want to ask, you said you don't understand the storyline or the story plot.
I don't see like a... Okay, I don't see a story so far. All right.
Okay, what do you get from
so far? From what I've watched, I'm like, all right, the main character don't got friends. He's always picked on. I can understand that. That works in my brain. All right, that's why he's always throwing hands. That's why he's delinquent. That's why he wants to always be strong. Got it. No problem about that. But then I'm like, all right,
So are you talking about leading up to the tournament arc?
Yeah, I was like, all right, so now we're in the tournament. I understand why you guys are now fighting. Cool, I get that. I get that he has issues. You have issues. Apparently, everyone here has underlying issues that they're trying to work out. I get it.
Did you not listen to the storyline when they were talking about he wanted to go to the strongest school?
Yeah, I heard that.
Fighters, right? With the strongest fighters. Here's the problem, though. This school used to be all delinquents. Now they're not delinquents. They're protectors of the city now. Because there's other schools that are delinquents and they protect the people, right?
So from those other schools
going in, correct? They're the protector from all the other schools, the protectors. Let's rephrase that, because the captain or the lead, I would say, the captain. He basically runs that school. There is no full principal, things like that, right?
Yeah,
so Anyways, so basically, he wanted to become the strongest. The main character wants to become stronger than the captain of the school.
Right.
Okay, I understand all that. You're just reiterating things I know. Okay.
But that's the storyline. He wants to become the strongest, but he was going to be the delinquent. Now he's not.
But Coach.
Yeah.
This is why I think, like I said, what I said to Black Up, that if he watched High and Low or The Crows, it would make sense to him because literally, I'll remember. Black Up. You watch Naruto. You remember the summer of your youth with Guy and everything. The whole point of this the whole point of this series is literally to be like, yo, we're in our youth, we're having fun, and it's just.
Now you see, no. I would just say it real quick. Now, if you explained it like that, I would have got it, and you could have moved on. See how?
Ask you a question. Did you finish? You finished the arc and the tournament arc, whatever.
Yes, I finished it.
Did you see the correlation that the main character could easily have been to that other side?
Yeah, he could
fought. He could have been on the other side and fought. He probably would have been top tier there because that fit what he was going to school for. He wanted to go to a space like that where I just beat everybody's ass and I'm number one now.
Yeah, no, I
saw that. Okay, so based off of all that, right? And you following that, right? The concept of what they're literally following here is like with all those things, including like High and Low, the Crows, those like vigilante slash school. It's literally just the aspect of it's just the aspect of like the whole story is really supposed to just follow the aspect of these people are figuring out their shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like they're figuring out their shit through their youth, whether it be through fighting.
It's show without the spirit detective.
Yep, he can still be the strongest, but still be good at the same time and still be the strongest. Mm-hmm.
So you might have expected more from it, like story wise, as in like a different type of story, but as a suspect that like it's not just, but it's really simple. I think you're overthinking it, which is why you don't like the story because you're overthinking. It's mad simple.
Thank you. It's very simple.
Can I bring up sort of like a sideways point to all this?
Okay, hold on. First of all, I'm not gonna get jumped in this damn podcast. That's not what's gonna happen with. Because I'll kick all three of you motherfuckers out and keep doing this myself. Hold on, first and foremost.
I had to throw something.
No. That's what's not happening. Y'all trying to sit here and insult my intelligence like I don't get shit.
That's not what's happening
at
all.
Fine.
In fact, we're saying you're doing too much intelligence into something that's mad simple. You're overthinking. 100%.
Spud, I want to hear. No. You know what? Now I'm about to make this shit personal. We're switching topic. Now I want. So Spud, how's that 100-year quest gonna go? Of the best anime ever, since Fairy Tail's coming back.
Ooh,
the good not best anime ever, but it's up there.
No. Talk about it, Spud. It's like one of your favorite animes.
Oh, you're just trying to punish Savage. And
you
don't like being a tool. I do like talking about Fairy Tail.
I can still talk shit about Fairy Tail, even though I have no clue what you guys are talking about in Fairy Tail.
In Savage's defense, Fairy Tail is My Little Pony with wizards.
No shit.
And I don't appreciate that one either, by the way. I'm just gonna put that out there. So bronies can fight me. I'm just telling y'all. Y'all can fight me, bronies out there. I don't fuck with My Little Pony either. Just saying.
Which one? Which one?
Any of them.
Yeah.
Have you seen them?
I don't want to. I saw the guy making fun of them on YouTube with the fucked up Hot Diggity dude where he made him like demonic and shit and like Applejack eating people. I watched that. That's funny.
That was funny.
But the actual canon series of either of the things they do with the high school, the people, all that,
don't go
none of it.
on those.
None of it.
That's not what he was talking about.
I'm a dad. I watched through the Friendship is Magic one, and it's actually really good. It's actually really good.
If I had a kid, I would change my opinion. But as a grown man,
it is a little weird.
I am not watching My Little Pony. And whoever's listening to this and has a problem with that, y'all know where I'm at.
No, that's fair. That's entirely fair.
I mean, like none of us are judging you.
You're like an older millennial girl, and you watch.
I'm judging. I'm not judging Spud or anyone who enjoys it. But I'm judging people. They know who they are. There are people watching know who I'm talking to. You guys can see me, see you. I know. We know.
He said,
that's all I'm gonna say on it.
Man, Savage came back with a vengeance.
I'm
fighting everybody.
I know.
I'm gonna take the heat off.
Over a few minutes, get fucked.
I'm gonna take the heat off of Fairy Tail because apparently Black Clover's coming back to be animated. So that's a thing.
And it shouldn't. I'm gonna make sure I go to every comment on every Crunchyroll episode and put this is garbage in all caps. You'll see my name posted under there. I'm gonna go into 9 Anime. I'm going to YouTube. I'm gonna go to Crunchy. Every comment section I can go to, I'm gonna be there hating.
I want to know why it's coming back though, because they already stated that they were finishing, like it was being finished. Like, why are they coming back with it?
I think it's a remaster.
No, they're actually finishing. No, they're finishing the series. They didn't finish it. They stopped.
Oh, okay.
No, because they ended it with a fucking movie.
No, it's not over. Even that movie wasn't even to finish it.
Well, it should have.
Well, when they bring it back, are they bringing it back with giving him real people clothing? Because I'm tired of him and his fucking children ass outfit. Where this man, get him some actual clothes, okay? So if you're gonna bring it back, at least give this man an actual fit.
All right.
That is disgusting.
All right, hold up. We got other shit. All right, so apparently,
Bro's got fashion problems.
There's a new shit. Apparently, Boruto Blue Vortex is going to be animated.
God, I don't know.
And yeah, we get to suffer with Boruto fans going, yeah, this is why he's the best anime character. Y'all need to suck
it. Fucking boring toe. I don't give a shit, man.
I will tell you Boruto fans this too, because I used to be a Naruto fan, and then y'all showed up and ruined it.
I'm still a Naruto fan. Y'all made it worse.
I was a Naruto fan, and then Boruto came across.
You just don't like Boruto. We like Naruto.
No, I was a Naruto fan, and Boruto came because look, they tricked me. That movie tricked me. I thought they learned a lesson, and then the show came out, and it proved me wrong. So we'll make this very clear. I'll make this very clear and very simple. Shonen? True, that's the whole point of Shonen. But I still want to put this out there so they know where I stand on this and where I'm going to continue to stand on this. Whether you bring your little vortex, whatever, when that comes out, I'm gonna put it in the same category because first of all, at the end of the day, your show was so ass you had to reanimate old scenes from Shippuden and throw that in because you couldn't come up with any better fights. Yet half the shit was carried by Naruto still, he wasn't even supposed to be a part of this anymore. He's supposed to be chilling. Y'all had to bring him back just to keep the dollars coming in.
Hold on, because I'll make this worse. And then you had to make sure Naruto didn't have his powers anymore because people didn't like him. Yeah, then you nerf Sasuke. Then you
and whatever reason, I don't know what is wrong with you people, but you have a fascination with killing people with trees. I don't know what it is with trees and Naruto, but you need to stop.
Hold on.
Cut the shit.
Well, let's make this worse, Savage, because I'm about to help you out really quick. Then we're going to animate one of the most classic scenes from Naruto and Boruto and think no one's going to fucking notice it.
Bro, they took all their scenes. They took that and more.
They
couldn't stop.
They were just like, nah, y'all ain't they ain't going to know. Who's going to know? Nigga,
and then every person who didn't know was sitting there going like, this anime is so well. I was like, bet. I thought you would have thought the same thing 5 years ago when it was in Shippuden. Because you didn't.
The scar on his eye as well. Come on. Where is that?
Yeah.
Shippuden.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Just like, we're just going to... You gave him Naruto's looks with Sasuke's clothes. You gave him every emo boy's dream. Okay, there you go. Thank you. None of us asked for that.
And then don't forget what they said in the manga, right? I would say spoiler alert, but I don't give a fuck what Boruto
fuck the spoiler
or not. Fuck your spoilers. I don't give a shit. You hate it. You're mad at me. Again, you guys know where I'm at. Find me easily. Point being, though, they sat there and said now Boruto is officially the strongest ninja in existence because he's already apparently surpassed Sasuke, Naruto, and the fourth.
Yeah.
Now he hit somebody with a Rasengan that had the rotation of the earth in it.
Oh,
what the fuck?
No. Let's make it worse. It won't stop until Boruto himself
until he willed it to. What kind of shit is that?
So the whole point of having chakra just doesn't matter now.
I don't think chakra's even a point anymore.
Are you still counting on chakra, Spud? Do you know where we are? It is 2024.
I don't watch that
bro. Chakra has not mattered since Chakra Jesus showed up and died apparently for our chakra sins because that's what happened.
Okay,
it's all scientific now apparently anyway. So
I want to say this. People have shitted on Bleach, saying that it don't make sense. But yeah,
I want them to fight me.
I want a Naruto fan to come in here. And I would be like this. But yet, you have Chakra Jesus.
Facts.
You have scientific chakra, so we can just make artificial shit now.
Y'all have androids from Dragon Ball Z for whatever reason. Where the fuck that came from?
They put androids in
Yes!
Naruto?
There are fucking androids in Boruto!
There are androids in Boruto.
The creator of Naruto straight up said, we can't increase the tech level. There can't be guns or everyone would die.
The person who created Naruto has nothing to do with this. I'm not gonna look. The little bit of respect I still have for that man, I'll let this go. He is no longer in charge of this. He's
nah.
Now someone else's show.
No. I'm about to drop the ultimate spoiler. Hold up, Slug, because I'm about to make you mad in 5 seconds. Because you and me have had conversations. You like Jiraiya. As much of a bullshit as he was, you like Jiraiya.
Oh, he's a clone.
Yeah, there you go. They brought him back from death. And just made him a clone. There you go.
Made him a clone.
I already know.
He's a clone.
No, I want y'all to look at Spud's face right now. He is so fucking annoyed to the fact that we just said that.
He's a clone.
So basically,
guess what else? Mm-hmm. Where do you think that clone is right now?
Where?
Teaching Boruto!
And Spud, how do you feel about Mangekyo Sharingan? What do you know about that? Well, it is useless.
No, it is useless.
But what do you know about it? What do you know about it, Spud?
Whoa, it's useless?
Oh, it's useless now.
For a long time.
It's useless. It has no purpose now.
It's been useless for a very long time. It's never had a purpose for a long time. But what do you feel about Mangekyo Sharingan? Because let me tell you something. Because from when I remember, when I remember when I was told about Mangekyo long ago, back when I was a wee lad, we were told that Mangekyo was gifted to those who went through the trials and tribulations of the most heart-wrenching.
No.
Yes.
I got some news for you. Because apparently now, if you just love hard enough, you can get it.
Yep. Because Sadara loved Boruto so hard that she unlocked it with no training whatsoever. It was just happening.
Training? Nah, just
no heartbreak, no killing the person she loved. Nah, it's just there. And now we're about to make it worse. Now I'm about to make it even really worse. Hey Spud, remember when we heard that Kurama had died, he was gone, we were never going to see him again, right? Remember that?
Yeah.
Guess what? He's now with Naruto's daughter. He just rebirthed himself.
Yeah, you can't kill spirit beasts. They just die and recycle and come back. So
that was already a thing.
Well, I'm saying
but
people thought that when he did what he did, he actually was going to kill him because of how they made it seem using that final form. So
it was the way that he died. But so I'm actually okay with that.
You're not done yet.
You're not supposed.
We're not done.
You ready to hear the worst part about this?
I'm cool with this being done. Why?
Say it one more time for me, Coach. Just say it one more time.
Yeah, what? The spirit beast can have children as well.
Yeah.
What in the AO3 fanfic fuckery is this?
Guess what? He has a child already. Guess who's getting his child?
What?
Yeah.
Boruto?
No.
Or is it Dark? That don't make sense.
Wait, who?
Naruto.
Naruto's getting his kid?
Getting his child. He already has one.
I don't understand.
Guess who was the female that had the child?
I need to know. Of course it was.
Who?
Mm-hmm.
White Fox.
It's the
White Fox?
Mm-hmm.
The slimy looking one?
No.
All of my hate.
This was not a legendary beast.
Oh,
it was a regular White Fox.
That's disappointing as fuck.
He begged the regular one.
Well, you look at that, Spud.
Yeah, no shit.
Well, you look at that, bro.
Power. Yeah.
And you know what's even funnier about?
Are you guys just trying to crush my spirit today?
No, it's not.
Spud. I gotta add one more thing, Spud, about the optics, because we already told you Mangekyo is worthless now, right?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on Rinnegan?
Worthless.
Because it is worthless.
It's worthless too.
Okay.
It's completely worthless.
And what?
Remember the curse marks?
Worthless.
Remember those curse marks?
What does Boruto have, by the way?
Why?
Let me tell you something about those curse marks.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Hold on. Let's make it worse. Let's make it worse, guys. Let's just keep digging this knife in.
It's called a karma seal now, and it's the most busted shit.
Yep.
It's overpowered now for no reason.
It's super overpowered. That's Spud left.
Spud, get your ass back in. No, I'm just trying to make a point. Because I, as a Bleach fan, have taken all this shit from Naruto fans for years. Y'all said my animation was dumb, that my main character was broken in OP, that all of our fillers didn't.
By the way, our animation kills now. Just
saying,
because, just saying, 100 years. Yeah, Bleach. Look, they came back with a vengeance, and they kind of shit on anything Boruto's ever done. Just saying.
They also said that basically Ichigo didn't have shit on Naruto and would lose in 5 seconds. And I'm just like, how about we have this conversation again?
And did you notice your karma cells are implanted now too?
I'm going to leave.
No, you're not. We got more shit to talk about.
We do. We have a lot of
shit to talk about.
I don't want it anymore.
All right, we're going to give Anime a break for a second. We're going to switch to some games. But
go ahead.
Because you need to recover for a second, so I'm asking you to go ahead.
There's a new Fable coming out, and it actually looks really good, and I'm actually really excited.
Okay.
But I have no excitement in my body at the moment.
Wait! The new Fable. Do the women look like normal now? Are they still weird, androgynous, much face?
You're thinking of Fable 1 and 2. Fable 3 actually kind of fixed that.
No. I'm talking about they showed
the trailer.
I'll pull it up right now. Hold on, I'll pull it up right now. The show from Fable. They said, they look crazy. That woman, they fixed that. Okay, cool. Yeah. That's all I cared about. I like Fable.
All the visuals that you have seen. Got to remember, this game didn't even come out until next year.
Okay.
So everything that we've seen so far is it's going to get the Sonic movie treatment.
Well, you have to think about it because too many people bitched about the females looking too much like men because with everything that's going on today, people were already bitching about it, so they've already did a whole rework on it.
Yeah.
All right, good. Because that was horrifying.
Fable going to be dope as shit.
I agree 100%.
I did not like
horrible. That. How are you going to be a woman look like a dude the entire time? Like, no.
I mean, what you call it? Did that too? Didn't they? What is it?
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
Nope. Pause. Rewind. Delete. Next topic.
All right. You want to know what game before we go into what's been released? You want to know what game I would love them to remake today?
So this is done.
Full adventure.
What's game?
None of this, right? Right, Spud. This is gone.
Hold on.
This might get the game, right?
I hope so. I mean,
oh God.
Hey man, ugly people are a thing.
No,
they are, but this is
okay. No. Hold on,
You know that's probably an intentionally bad shot, right?
Savage. They've already reworked that out.
But
that's why I'm asking. If they worked it out, I'm happy.
Okay.
Knowing the studio that put Fable in there, if that was the picture that most people had an issue with, that character will be exactly like that in that game.
Hold up.
They make good at the middle finger.
Here's my problem.
Everything else would be good.
Hold on. Here's my problem. Because I don't really care if that chick is ugly in the game, but we need to stop with some bullshit, okay? Because this is the same shit we had with Stellar Blade when this bitch was half naked, and people were like, no, she needs to be more naked. I'm like, are y'all playing the game or wanting to watch porn? Which one are we trying to do today? Y'all need to pick one.
No, okay. I can speak on part of that to be like, my issue isn't the fact that there are ugly people in the world. Sure, 100%. You're correct.
I mean, I'm one of them. What's the point?
Ugly people. They're attractive people too. But my point is this, is that when I play a game, right, and I enjoy the fucking game, I'm tired of people coming at me because of the fact that the game looks pretty and the chicks look pretty. Shut up. It's a game. They don't have to.
Are you talking about Final Fantasy X too? Are you talking about FF10 too? You're talking about 10 too, aren't you?
I'm talking about it. I'm talking about it.
That's like the epitome of what you're talking about.
No, but because you brought Stellar Blade. Stellar Blade's prime example. Yeah. I love Stellar Blade, right? I haven't bought it yet. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get the game. I haven't got a chance to get it yet.
It's on sale right now. It's on sale right now.
Well, I'm poor right now.
So am I, so I understand your plight.
But as soon as I get some money, I will buy Stellar Blade and I will have a great time. Because
do you have Stellar Blade, Blackout?
No, I am also poor because the last of my money was spent to pre-order Black Myth Wukong. I don't give a shit about anything else at this moment.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I played the demo
Do you
on that
see
already.
what? This is the shit I play, guys. Like, hold on.
Oh no, I have the same game. We are both men of culture, sir. I understand what you're talking about.
With that being said,
you hoony pop motherfuckers.
Hey.
This is great. Look, first of all.
Yeah, I have it.
Put that shit away.
No.
Keep that shit up.
We're gonna have this fucking discussion, Spud.
That was a good game.
This game is fire. It's not what you think it is. Yeah, they got the horny ones with the cooking and then the fucking speedboats and jet skis. This is actually cultured. Okay, this is the real deal here. All right, they got combos for days. They got crazy air combos. Look, listen.
The combat's awesome,
man.
The combat in this system that they put together here, immaculate. Chef's kiss, because it's amazing, and people need to understand that. Shit, like we can play this right now.
He is defending this shit, like
because, bro, I had to. Hold on.
But no, I'm not mad at you. I have the same game.
You don't get it. Hold on.
I do get it.
I've never owned a PlayStation.
No. Because look, I got this too, Spud. You see this? See this? The Vita, PlayStation Vita. Guess what I have on it too?
That same game.
Out for me.
Nah. Guess what I have on it too, Spud? I got me Senran Kagura on here. I got me Senran Kagura on here. Listen. Like, are you?
It is a good game. I give it.
I got a question because this is something that's been pissing me off.
Uh-oh.
Because game companies are trying to be slick with shit, and I don't appreciate it. If I sell you a collector's edition of a game, right?
Yeah.
And it don't got the game in it, but I tell you, hey, you're just going to have to buy the game separately. Aren't you going to slap the shit out of me just for that statement?
Who the fuck did that?
I'm glad you asked. Okay, because I haven't pulled up. The new $100 Diablo 4 Collector's Edition does not include the game. Not just that one. Life is Strange Double Exposure Collector's Edition does not include a copy of the game.
Yeah. Hold up. Amazing. The Life is Strange one. There was something about that one. I remember that because I'm getting that one.
I am. That's what I'm saying. Like, what the fuck is this bullshit?
Yeah, y'all don't know. Man, culture right here.
Look, I have the game, sir. I know exactly what you're talking about. I understand.
I know they don't know. Dude, I'm looking at Spud's. I'm looking at Spud's face. I just like because Black Ops. I know you're a man of culture, but they don't know. This is the real deal. This shit was fire. I actually might play that later today now.
I'm just gonna re-download it.
Especially because I have the Ikki Tosen characters. I understand some too, Spud. I bought it in Japanese too. I bought the Japanese release because I couldn't get the Ikki Tosen characters.
Yep, you can only get the Japanese
because they were bullshitting at first. Then they gave it to us later. But originally they wouldn't give us the Ikki Tosen characters.
Dude,
you gotta know what Ikki Tosen is, right?
Are martial arts and fight. I mean, they're fighters, bro.
Oh,
okay. You know they got Ikki Tosen do, Spud?
Not gonna lie, there was some what you call half nudity in that, but it was awesome. So I don't give a shit. It was amazing.
Ikki Tosen literally was Dragon Ball Z with bad bitches. That's all I'm saying.
Bad bitches is an understatement, brother.
For this Life is Strange collector's box, this is just merch. But it's only $60.
And to me, that don't matter. That don't matter because you're not getting a lot in the box.
Yeah, there's not enough in here to justify $60.
Hold on, but let me ask you something though. Y'all just brought that up, right? But half your collection editions for like the past 5 years have literally just been codes anyway. They give you a bunch of shit and then a code for the game. So
but you're still getting. But you don't
even get that in this.
You're not even getting the code for the game in the box.
But odds are you probably already have the game.
No.
Well, it's not out yet.
Like people have already complained and refund. Like I'm reading the article.
It's not out yet. Stranger Things. This is a new Stranger Things.
This is a new Stranger Things game. Life is Strange.
So it's a new Life is Strange game.
Yes. And they're not even giving people the code with the game. They're just giving them half decent merch. That's not even a lot.
If they would have popped the price up to $80 and included the game, that would have been justifiable.
And I'd have no problem. But it's like I have somebody in my family, that's all they do is buy collector's editions. And they always buy two.
Okay, so did y'all see the Dragon Ball Z collector's editions?
Which one? The Tenkaichi one? Which one are we talking about?
Sparking Zero.
Yeah.
But that at least comes with the game.
Yeah, I ain't getting it.
I pre-ordered it, but
Well, I'm getting the game. I'm just not getting the collectors.
But my thing is this, right? this is my issue with the collectors, right? I don't have typically issues with collector's editions because I'm not gonna lie to you, I only invest if I'm gonna get a collector's edition. I only get collector editions of games that are like, first of all, anime oriented because I usually don't care about anything else. For collector's purposes, unless it's like anime oriented, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
but so this would be something that I would probably been interested in, but the price is what's bugging me because you see this collector edition is $230, right?
Wait, what?
Yeah, did you not see the prices?
Yeah, for Spark Zero.
Oh,
yeah, for Sparking Zero. Look, you have 3 editions. You have a standard, you have the ultimate, and then you have this $230 for the collector's.
Yeah, I'm good, B.
Coach, no product names.
Now my question goes with this, right? Because they give you some Dragon Ball cards.
You don't see anything.
Yep.
You don't see it?
I see it. I'm looking at it right now.
No, I see that. That's not what I'm talking about.
Okay.
I told Coach no product names on stream.
Yeah, yeah. That's why don't do that.
No, when you flipped it up, the logo was visible.
But all right, that's too much, and not just for 4 cards and 2 statues. Come on now.
But that's the thing, though, because for anime statues, but real anime statues do be that expensive. My question is, they're really going to be the quality of these statues.
Yeah, I'm looking.
These statues hold up. One of these statues by themselves, depending on how good quality it is, could be $200 by itself. The statue alone, and they're giving you 2 statues, right? So arguably, there could be a benefit here, but I don't trust the fact that that is the case. I feel like it's going to be a cheap statue because we could go right now on Amazon and look at all the statues and see how anime statues go from anywhere between $70 to $300 to all the way up to $500.
Can I show y'all what a real collector's edition looks like?
Sure.
This was the Halo 3 collector's edition.
Oh, is that the one with the helmet? That shit was fire.
I'm holding it. I bought 8 of these bitches. I bought 8 of these.
Hold on, here, hold on. Pick it back up. Now lift the helmet off.
And that's where the game came.
Guess what? Thank you. You want to know why? I have the same fucking one.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So, funny story. Back then, I was working at Game Crazy, and which was like GameStop, but not shit. And we'd had a bunch of collector's editions in the store for a while. Like, no one was buying them. And when it was either the next Halo, it was like either Reach or something else dropped. So the price on them dropped to like $20. But the trade-in value of the game inside of it was still $30.
Yep.
So I bought one, traded in the game in that, bought another one, traded in the game in that. So I had 8 of them bitches. I gave a bunch of them away as my last one, which I'd be buried with this one.
All right. First and foremost, I'm glad to see Spud has some like happiness back in his soul again. Because soul crushing Spud was not like a very joyous thing. But all right, so we're all talking about.
You enjoyed it.
No, I don't enjoy my friends in pain. It's not something I personally enjoy. But Spud, take this. Spud, take this away because you've been wanting to talk about some of these games. So I'm going to allow you to take the stand.
Okay, so here's the short and the long of it. There are some good ones coming out. We've got the new Gears of War. That's going to be dope. Got the new Fable. It's a prequel, so it's going to have.
I heard about that. Look,
so we're going to have Marcus. We're going to have Dom. Coltrane coming back. We might have the oldest Carmine again. But it's going to be E-Day. It's going to be based on E-Day, Emergence Day, and like how they got to be the gritty fucks that they are.
Well, my question for that is that y'all waited so long.
Can lean forward.
My bad. My whole thing is that y'all waited for so long because I feel like people asked for that so long ago. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure people still want it. I'm not gonna act like no one wants the shit, but y'all asked for it so long ago that you're now finally doing it. It just kind of shows how fucked they are.
Hold on. To be fair, people asked for Final Fantasy Remake in 2004. When did they get it?
The first part.
Where did we get it? In about like 2020. So we really can't say much.
First of all, we can't even really talk Final Fantasy anymore because I don't know who is in charge. That's right, you guys. We didn't have this discussion, Final Fantasy really fucked over Microsoft and themselves because they already had the thing where like I don't know if this goes with gaming news. It's kind of old, like a couple months, maybe a month and a half old.
That's not bad.
Square Enix is like closing hella spots. They're closing their American thing. They're closing some shit over in I think England or I believe it's England.
They're pulling back to Japan.
Because they're pulling back because they lost so much fucking money on all these shitty games they made. But the also issue is that the fact they fucking made Final. No one, I don't know who the fuck told them to make Final Fantasy exclusively to PlayStation.
That's been their.
That's what I want to know.
That's been their deal since
on their end. But that's been on their end. That they didn't necessarily agree to that fully.
No, that's been.
You know the Xbox people missed 4 Final Fantasy games.
Yes.
Yep. I think 14 was the last one we got.
No, yeah, that's my issue because they bought the rights to 7, cool, and 7 Part 2. By all means, do your shit, PlayStation all the way, cool. But no one told you to put 15 and 6. Well, no, 15 exclusively to. Wait, is it 15? Is it Final Fantasy 16?
16.
What's the new one?
16.
16. No one told you to make 16 exclusive to PlayStation.
Yeah.
That was just a dumb mark on there because if you had an Xbox, you literally are missing hella fantasy games. Because I think they had Stranger's Paradise also, right?
Yep.
So you had Stranger's Paradise, you had 15, and then after that, it was just done. We don't have shit. And they fucked up the DLC for 15 with the way they released it. They just made the whole mess out of that.
Can I tell you a secret, though, Sav? Can I tell you a secret?
What?
Xbox didn't miss much because all that Final Fantasy was Devil May Cry with a Final Fantasy skin.
Are you talking about 16?
Yes, it's Devil May Cry with a Final Fantasy skin.
That's hate.
I mean, that's
not.
No,
it's not. It's not hate because you know what? You know how I know? Because I watched they literally had a person
but did you play it?
The person who actually produced it, I own it. I actually bought it.
Yeah, so do I. And you think if you feel
that way, I can prove it because the person who was like the battle director for it is also the battle director for fucking Devil May Cry 3, 4, and 5. And they play exactly the same.
You think they play the same?
I can literally do the same. I know all the combos for Devil May Cry. I literally do them, and I can watch the character do the same shit and never touch the ground. I have literally beaten a boss without hitting the ground.
I feel like that's a little bit too much grace on their part.
That's literally how the game plays.
Because based off you have to match with the magic, and I don't know. Because I'm a big fan of I'm one of the few people who actually enjoyed playing Stranger's Paradise.
Yeah.
Even though a lot of people didn't like it, I fucking loved it. I still have to finish it. I'm having a blast playing it. And I felt like the combat was leaning from that to like 16 is a perfected version of what they were doing with Stranger's Paradise.
Well,
that's why I kind of stand back on my issue with it a little bit because playing Stranger's Paradise, we was doing something leaning towards what 16 becomes.
Well, Stranger's Paradise is nothing but if you took Dark Souls and put Final Fantasy together.
That sounds awesome.
It's not bad. That's what I'm like.
That sounds fucking awesome.
That's literally what it is.
But I still feel like that's kind of not. It's not a slur, but I still.
It's not a slur.
It's not a slur. It's not a slur, but I feel like. I mean.
Damn, 6.
That's like saying, "Oh, I had a McDouble and a fucking crispy chicken, and I smashed it together for a
McDouble." No, I'm not saying anything's wrong with that. But what I'm saying
wrong with it. It's just I never thought about it that way.
Yeah, that's literally what I played.
I don't really like. I'm not the biggest Dark Souls fan, but I do like
Stranger's Paradise.
That's fair.
That's probably why I confront. Like that's why it's probably weird to me because I never thought about that. I have Dark Souls 3. I have Elden Ring. So I just feel like I don't know.
Savage,
I've never heard it. You're right. I'll give it to you. Like thinking about it more, I'm like I can see why that could work.
It's a fair.
But it's just weird. Yeah, it just
Savage,
doesn't.
You gotta think of it this way. For Dark Souls fans,
I do want to talk about a couple of very specific things in the gaming world.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
The big one. It's not what we do have; it's what we currently don't have. What we don't have in the gaming world these days is innovation. There ain't really been a new title that really captured the imagination in fucking how long?
Well,
to be fair, Xbox have that whole thing with their when they made they closed the studio, but the studio that made that game with the guitar and shit, the fighting, that did not win awards and wasn't that innovative in some form, and then got awards and shit like 2 years ago.
I might have missed that completely. 2 years.
There was a fucking
I was moving.
There were, you know what I'm talking about, right? Black Up and Coach, like it was a platformer and it used music because a guy could fight with the guitar.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that was like I think 2 years ago. Yeah,
that was a year. No, that was last year.
It was last. Well, I mean, it's almost 2, so it was last year roughly. But that they closed the studio. Microsoft closed the studio. What you should be asking for, I know where you're going with this, but what you should be asking is why studios would make that risk, knowing that they're getting them all closed down, regardless if they do well or not. Because that game did really well, and it sold well. It got acclamations for it. It was a good game. And they still closed the studio down like it was shit.
No, and that's the problem is that we're experiencing like late market capitalism in the gaming sphere now, where because it's tech, so everything's accelerated. So right now, essentially, there's 3 companies that own gaming almost entirely. Well, 4 if you count Steam. But
does Steam really technically own anything though?
They don't own anything, but being a primary. They're a primary release market, and they can. I mean, they don't ever say no to anybody, but
they have.
Well,
you know a lot of people, but I know what you mean. I know what you mean, but they have said no to a lot of people.
Because I've had Spud's right, because I've had this feeling for a while, and this is just my personal opinion. Because Spud is right, and you're also right, Savage, because it's like, there's no innovation. And when companies get innovative and try it and it succeeds and it doesn't hit the numbers the company wants, they get shafted for it.
And that's the problem. And I will say that's what Arrowhead is doing right. I wish they wouldn't have signed an exclusive deal with Sony for console. But what Arrowhead is doing right is they're remaining autonomous. They didn't sell to a bigger company for more money so they could do more things. They're the guys that made Helldivers.
Okay.
And so they've made a fun game that continues to be fun. It's a little buggy, but we love it. And they've been able to do that because they remained autonomous. It's why Minecraft is fucking almost 20 years old. Is that right?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, about
Minecraft's about 20 years old.
It's not 20 yet. It's almost.
It's
about to hit 20.
It's about to hit 20 years old and has remained the top game in the world for most of its life. And it's because they're autonomous. They don't report to company execs. They don't report to another larger studio. They do what is best for the game. Sometimes the fans don't like it, but at the end of the day, they do what is best for the game.
But what do you consider what's best? Well, what do you consider is best for the game, though? Because I feel like that's like a loaded conversation there, because there's a lot of stuff that goes. Yeah, but everyone that has the money, right? Like everybody's that currently holding the funds to fund these games are all trying to go in a similar direction, where they all want everybody to play these like games that you have to continue to funnel money from.
So
like
game
as
a service.
Games they're trying to do the whole. They're all trying to transfer over to that, and technically, to be fair, they have it is a horrible idea. We understood this. Like, look what happened with fucking Suicide Squad and the Marvel's game, the Marvel Avengers game, and just it's never worked. But I also think that comes hand in hand. I feel like that also comes hand in hand, Spud, though, with the aspect that a lot of people are also making studios make games that they're not good at. Why you had Rocksteady, who makes great single player games,
make a
first multiplayer game. Also, their first multiplayer game with an aspect of things they don't typically do at all. The fact that I just watched
Suicide Squad.
Was talking about Suicide Squad was done by Rocksteady, and it's part of the It's part of Batman Arkham universe. Apparently, that's what they said. They said themselves it's part of the Arkham universe for whatever reason.
Okay.
It's a part of the Arkham universe, which means that Batman that you kill in Justice League, Suicide Squad, is the actual Arkham Batman. But my whole thing is that no one paid Rocksteady for those type of games. They paid them because they wanted to play stuff like that experience with Batman, which could have been really great if they'd done a single player experience for the Suicide Squad, which I thought was what they were going to do, especially when I heard Rocksteady was involved. And then they gave us whatever the fuck that looter shooter was with all these weird samey controls, bosses, that, and it burnt hella money. So much money.
You want to know why?
They lost $2 billion. They wanted it to be $1 billion franchise.
No, you want to know why?
Wasn't even close.
You want to know why? and it's going to be the thing Spud hates talking about. And I'm sorry, Spud, in advance for talking about this because of Destiny.
See, I'm not gonna. I feel like that's not. I don't feel like that's fair. I feel I feel like a lot of people blame Destiny for a lot of shit that they did. Okay, Destiny was made by Bungie, and we knew Bungie was always innovative. The way they did Halo up until they left was great. Like when they left Halo on a high note. They really did.
What I'm
like what 343 did was fucked up.
No, what I'm saying is because there's always been looter shooters. There have been looter shooters out for decades before this even happened.
Yeah, Borderlands a looter shooter, which is successful also.
What I'm saying is Destiny. What I'm saying is Rocksteady tried to do the Destiny formula.
Yeah,
but they couldn't do the math right. That's what I'm trying to say.
Destiny is a successful game as a service.
Yes, they couldn't do the math right.
But they're also on their second game / almost third regular, depending on how you talk about it, because they kept adding new, they kept making new packs for Destiny 2. Yeah. So technically, they could have made Destiny 3 by now with all the packs they made for Destiny 2.
Yeah.
Well, Destiny is
making new stuff.
It's technically,
but it's on their second game. This was their first. That's why it was really kind of stupid for them to do this and make them do
they went
their
into
first time. They went into that type of thing they never went and did ever. They never had this type of game before, and it's the first time they're doing it, and they expect to be massive on the scale to match Destiny. That's been doing this for already.
And that's why I want to know who does Rocksteady answer to that?
WB. Nope.
That's why.
Well, WB, but
they answer to WB
owned by Microsoft, isn't it?
Nope.
Didn't they buy them yet?
No. Microsoft has not bought them yet.
No, not yet. Well, not yet.
Dude, Warner Brothers is dropping the ball on fucking everything. So,
but to be fair, Warner Brothers has been fucking up with anything that involves the DC universe, except for
like they're trying to kill it.
I think they are.
No, they're trying to compete with Marvel and failing, and each attempt they do is just worse than the last. Because this whole thing with Suicide Squad was supposed to right off the high that new Suicide Squad movie came through,
which was also bad.
Great. No, the newest one wasn't that bad. The first one was horrible. But the new one they remade, like when they made that new one, it wasn't terrible. Like it was actually way better.
Okay, no, it was. Here's where I say that movie was terrible. I'm sorry, guys, we're getting off topic, but I gotta get it. When you throw two of the exact same characters with a color swap in the movie, that's bad.
When they talk, you mean when they talked about Peacemaker?
And, you basically brought the same character and just color swapped them.
I do like Peacemaker.
That was funny.
I like Peacemaker.
When he called him out that shit too, he said so he's the same thing I am, but white. That was actually pretty funny. That was actually pretty funny.
Fun fact, because I own the DVD, that whole line was ad-lib. And John Cena fell out laughing when he said it.
Yeah, because that shit was hilarious. He's like, so you do everything I do. No, I do it better. Like
the whole concept of Peacemaker, like I thought it was going to be dumb. It's like, oh wait, it's John Cena, so it's
and that show was fire.
And the show was funny,
yeah,
but
the show, oh my god, like that has been like the only DC property that's come out recently that wasn't like
Here's where I've been starting to get pissed off with gaming as a gamer. We've all been gamers for some of us for them 30 plus years, some of us for them 20 plus years. Here's where I'm starting to get pissed off. One of my favorite game series used to be Tom Clancy games. They were very fun for what they were. Rainbow Six was one of my favorite things that was great.
He said,
I apologize.
Splinter Cell was great.
Siege.
Nope.
I'm sorry for
Rainbow
loss,
Six
brother.
1 and 2.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Rainbow Six 1 in New Vegas. The Rainbow Six Vegas.
Splinter Cell.
The original Splinter Cell series was great for what it was. It was a great espionage series.
Yep.
But the fact that now it seems that Tom Clancy games to me are a joke. X Defiant to me is a joke. Because all they did was take.
I heard that was terrible. But what about the other one? The fucking
Ghost Recon?
Yeah, is it Ghost Recon? It's Ghost Recon something, right? That other game they have.
That's Ghost Recon series, and I stopped playing Ghost Recon because after Ghost Recon 3, I was like, yeah, I could see the bad slope.
You know what it is? You know what I think it is for all of us, and it's something that we're not really thinking about, is that there is no way to get hype for games anymore. Because most of us don't watch live television. We damn sure don't listen to the radio. So you ain't hearing about games. You ain't seeing shit about games. And so you remember back in the day, like the first time Gears of War came out, the fucking Mad World come on and
Yeah,
dude,
I saw it during the Super Bowl commercial. I was hyped for it.
Yeah, dude. So and the 90s and early aughts were the kings of hype.
I feel like I get where you're coming from, but I also feel like there's an aspect that you almost hit but didn't touch. You were just there. You were right there, and then you dropped. And that was the aspect that I feel like it's not just that. It's just the fact that a lot of people games got mad expensive. Gaming was always an expensive thing, but it's gotten way more expensive recently over the recent years now. Based off of everything that's going on. Now every single new title is gonna cost you, like that new Elden Ring DLC is like $50. Like it's constantly
that's just the DLC
it's constantly
too. That's not even the game.
Yeah, so you have to buy exactly. You have to buy the game too. It's not standalone.
It's
you have to buy the game.
It's not like the DLCs used to be like only $10. No,
yeah,
they're like almost an entire.
They're like literally buying a whole other game now. But this is my thing, right? I feel that when it comes to, especially because as a person who is a gamer, I love anime, I love gaming. I'm a big into gaming, but my thing is that I also kind of sectioned myself off to I sectioned myself off to a specific space in gaming that I found my niche of where I want to stay at. And as far as what I want, I've been pretty compensated for so far over the years of what the stuff is that I play personally. Like, for example, I'm big into JRPGs. And I'm big into anime stuff. So if you're an anime JRPG person,
y'all been eating.
Yeah, you're eating pretty well right now. We've been eating pretty well for like the past 6 years, give or take. And we're still doing great. Now, if you're a person who's like, I want that adventure, that drive.
Yeah, like if you're like me, I want an adventure game.
You're looking for that.
Yeah,
you guys haven't really been given anything, especially for console based. If you're a PC gamer. This stuff.
Guess what is coming out? That is that. Come on.
That new Legend of Zelda?
Nope. Once Human.
No. Not just Once Human.
I am excited. I'm excited for.
I'm excited for that.
Oh yeah,
we
promised we would talk about Once Human.
That everybody knows we played 1 and 2. 1 was always better. Monster Hunter.
Oh, Wilds, yes.
Oh yeah.
Wilds.
Yes, excuse me.
I am very excited for
Wilds.
But I finally have a computer that can run it.
Coach, I just want you to know this because you said Monster Hunter Wilds. My nipples just got hard. I appreciate you. Thank you.
I got Diamond Code.
I'm sorry, guys, but
I'm a big MMO.
I'm one of these.
That's a good game.
That's a good game. Don't get me wrong.
One of these.
What's wrong with God Eater? God Eater's awesome.
Because the thing is, I can't stand Monster Hunter, but I love God Eater.
Okay, no.
I'm not getting another God Eater game for when. I don't know when we're gonna get another God Eater game. I would love one.
Savage. I think I know why you don't like Monster Hunter. Have you always played it by yourself? I'm gonna ask. Have you always played it by yourself?
No. Now, hold up. Yeah, I played with other people though. I have played Monster Hunter with other people still though. But the thing is this, right? It's not just Monster Hunter. There's another game too that was a franchise. I think I'm trying to remember what it was called. It was similar to Monster Hunter, but it wasn't Monster Hunter because they were working on a new Monster Hunter at the time. That's how they got their money, because Monster Hunter was working on new. It was for the Vita. I'm trying to remember what it was called. It was like it was very similar to Monster Hunter. It was another anime, pseudo. It felt that world or fit that Monster Hunter feed while they were working on the new Monster Hunter at the time.
Was it the one where you could craft your own monster with it?
Yeah, you did all the stuff you do in Monster Hunter, but it wasn't God Eater and it wasn't Monster Hunter. It was an anime title that existed.
Did you make your own monsters that kind of fought with you at the same time from what you fought with? Was it that one?
No. It was like very anime-esque. I'm not gonna hold you. It's like really, really heavy on the anime side.
Can we pause real quick? Hey, Black Up, if you're gonna run the stream that way, right click in Discord and uncheck non-video participants.
Oh, I can do that? Oh, I
yeah.
Yes.
So right click on your name, and then it'll say show non-video participants, and then just uncheck that.
Let's see. Oh, I get it. Oh, there you go. There you go. That actually makes that better. Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah. Back to the topic. Yeah, I don't know the name of the game that you're talking about then.
Yeah, I'm about to look it up right now as we speak. But the point I was trying to make is though that based off what I was pretty much saying with that whole aspect is I don't like. I don't know if that it's not even the crafting, because like I said, I love God Eater. Like I'm a big fan of God Eater. I played all of it.
Is it just?
I love God Eater.
Okay.
I just won't.
Is it the controls of Monster Hunter? Because I've had this. that with somebody.
I played the newest Monster Hunter, right? The newest
Rise.
one. I didn't get the Iceborne. No, not Rise. I didn't touch Rise. It was the Iceborne when they updated it. The one that's world. They updated to Iceborne and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
No, I know, but I'm saying that's the one that's on PS4 and PS5, whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't play Rise. I haven't touched Rise at all. I don't know anything about.
Okay, no. I think he would like Rise because it does give you that more anime feel compared to World.
Well, and you also get the grappling. Well, I say grappling, it's actually the bugs, but yeah.
What I do love about Monster Hunter is that, with all the different weapons and whatnot, the attack style is radically different.
Oh, 100%.
Like none of it is even kind of similar.
Feels the same. No.
Like even if you're just like single-handed sword versus sword and board.
If we're all going to play together, because this one is cross-play.
Ragnarok Odyssey, there we go.
Okay, to be fair,
I didn't like that either, but I'm just saying that was the game I was playing also while they were working on next Monster Hunter type thing.
I'm not gonna lie to you,
the games I played Code Vein, I played Elden Ring, obviously.
Code Vein was amazing.
It is. I love Code Vein. I'm having a fun time playing that still right now. But I didn't really like Tokiden. Freedom Wars, I didn't finish.
Okay.
Phantasy Star Online 2. That's not. I don't know.
We're not going to talk about that.
That was weird.
I still play it.
Hold up, Blacko, what was you saying? Blacko was trying to say something.
I was going to say something. Since Monster Hunter Wild is going to be cross-play.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if we all get it, I just need to know what everybody else is going to use as their weapon, so I know where I can go.
No, you ready to know what I'm going to use?
If you say Bug Glaive, I'm high-fiving you.
No.
Oh.
I mean, that's what I was going to use.
I like the blood. Don't get me wrong. I like the glaive, but that's not what I was going to use.
Yo, I want a new God Eater.
I'm very blunt. Does that make sense?
Oh, okay. I know exactly what he's going to use.
What am I going to use?
Either you're going to use. I'm not going to say the fucking transforming sword. I don't think that's not the axe sword.
No,
it's not the hammer.
Is it like a warhammer?
It is the hammer.
That's it's a hammer. Spud feels like Spud.
Y'all tell me how that goes.
How the fuck you hit with that thing?
I'm gonna be honest. You ready? So here's the thing with the hammer. So here's the fun part. The hammer. Everybody thinks the charge sword. Which that's the axe sword. If you want to know, it's called the charge sword. Everybody thinks all these weapons do a crazy amount of damage. You ready to hear what's crazy though? What breaks armor faster than anything?
The hammer. Blunt attacks.
The fucking hammer. Blunt attacks, right? On 90% of them. So usually you have somebody with a specific elemental hammer that comes in, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I use a hammer. Here's how you use a hammer. You lunge in the fucking air, spinning.
And come slam down.
I have never been able to hit with that.
Dude, I am so good with it. Because if I have somebody who has a charged sword, can swing and hit me and launch me,
fair.
I am doing massive.
Y'all are gonna make fun of me. Y'all are gonna make fun of me for what I'm gonna use. I'm gonna use use the bagpipes.
Okay.
See, everything you just said. You know what's funny, Coach?
Yeah.
Everything you just said. Everything you just said to me, like you just said just now about which, how you're describing that.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here going like, oh, we do that shit in God Eater, and it's so much fun in God Eater.
I'm like, bro, that's what I'm saying.
So much fun.
Savage. You would have fun playing that with us.
But the thing is that I can play God Eater by myself or with friends, and I still have a great time. I just don't like Monster Hunter.
I do too. I like playing God Eater solo.
You know what it is? I think I just figured it out. I think we just figured out live on here what the issue I have with God Eater versus Monster Hunter, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I like the tech aspect. I feel like there's a big, heavy tech aspect that is what I like with God Eater. Okay. Because like my sword turns into a fucking cannon and or type of gun that I can then snipe, then do all these type of cool gear. Because have everyone here played God Eater Burst 2? Rage Burst 2?
I have.
Well, you have. So Coach, I love especially after you get to like end game where we get that new ability where like the music starts playing and we start getting like the blasting, like
turn it into
I know, bro. God Eater feels so anime. That is so much fun.
That's why you like it versus Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter. Let me rephrase this. Monster Hunter has a more realistic vibe to it versus an anime where you can actually adjust to whatever the situation is.
Yeah, same thing with Code Vein. Like why I like Code Vein too, because that
shit
is
change
like,
shit around.
Yeah, it's just like mad quick. I fucks with it.
That's why I like both of them, because I like adventure games, both God Eater and
I'm playing Witcher 3 right now.
Don't get me wrong, I like the action, right? I love the super intense, but Monster Hunter has its own specific play style that a lot of people love.
Yeah,
they
whereas
do.
some people
they have a huge fan base. I'm aware.
Right. But I'm saying a lot of people won't like it, right? Because it's a little slower to them. It's not as fast because they don't know how to play it. The mechanics are a little bit more techy versus like, because you have combos and stuff to like get a one hit combo versus, you know, a couple hit combos with like your katanas or I mean longsword. Let me rephrase that. Things like that, of that nature. But here's the cool part that a lot of people don't really realize in Monster Hunter. There is massive combos that nobody realizes.
Oh yeah.
No, I've seen like I said, I have a friend who's like all he does is play Elden Ring and Monster Hunter, especially when I go over to see him.
So, does anybody know the Lance, right?
Yeah, I love the Lance.
The Lance, right? The Lance users. Amazing, right? Because they're the gun lances. Here's the thing though with the hammer too. You can hit my ass when I'm going into a certain swing. It launches you like a dart into the enemy and will cut off a tail like that.
That's true.
And you do hundreds of thousands of damage, and people are like, how are you doing so much damage?
It's broken as shit, that's why.
It's broken. You have to learn the combos, the play styles, how you do things.
So
it's a
game that does
God
not
Eater,
do well
you can make a combo up, right?
You know what?
But there is better
well, yeah,
combos.
it definitely doesn't do well as single player. I could vouch for that 100%. But you know what also the thing is too? Is that I feel like Monster Hunter may be easier for people to pick up than God Eater. Because I noticed that when I was playing God Eater 3, I feel like okay, let me explain it better. I don't think it's easier to pick up as the master of God Eater, like to master Monster Hunter. Right. I'm saying it's easier to kind of be able to play it and not know as much as you're always going to be learning. You have people who are like you guys who are so
you're saying you don't have to know anything about Monster Hunter to play Monster Hunter,
right? Like because with God Eater, because you play God Eater, right? Especially with God Eater 3. God Eater 3. I'm gonna use God Eater 3 as an example because that's the newest game. It's my favorite one so far, obviously too. And it's also the newest game.
You're gonna die more.
God Eater 3. Yeah, God Eater 3. If you roll in there with people, like pick whatever you want. You can say, oh yeah, you guys pick whatever, because it has a lot of things that are similar. You have different types of monsters that are affected differently by different types of like elemental weapons and stuff. You have to match all that cool stuff. Cool. But if you don't know certain controls, for example, with God Eater, especially when you start comboing certain things or trying to do combos, you're going to get You're going to get face fucked. You're going to get face fucked hard.
And no one can. If you're in the middle of a combo without learning your counter, you're fucked.
Yeah, you don't know counters. If you don't know that, if you don't know what works with what, especially if you're at because it's not impossible to beat certain monsters in God Eater with the wrong type. Like you could have you don't have to necessarily have their weakness. You could have something that's there.
In the middle of transforming your weapon, you will get God slapped. I mean, like, I mean,
you have to
think of the hand coming down and just.
And maybe I just explained it wrong to people, but I know that when I play with some new people on God Eater and they try to play with me, and I'd be like, "Yo, you gotta." Maybe I was just bad explaining. They just did not get the nuances of how but with God Eater specifically, I don't know about Monster Hunter. I'm not a Monster Hunter guy, but with God Eater, movement is very important, very very important. So
it's positioning all day long in that game.
And if you don't know how to move and maneuver, because there's all these things that be going on, especially with stamina management and everything, that you have to, because the monsters, especially the God Eater, when they start getting weak, just like in Monster Hunter, when they start getting weak, they run off. And God Eater, they do the same shit. But the thing is, though, there's ways to cut them off if you know how to maneuver. If you don't know how to maneuver well, you end up chasing them slow as shit. They get away because you have to manage between your stamina, sprinting, your jets.
Pause.
Same thing in Monster Hunter, though.
We're
exactly
way too technical.
Welcome in, Matthew Larousse. Larousse, how you doing? Welcome to the podcast.
Oh, welcome. We got a podcast viewer. That's what's up.
Yeah, we got Matthew Larousse.
What's going on? We're just shooting the shit, talking about.
We're talking about how I don't like Monster Hunter, but it's cool though. I respect.
I mean, it's cool.
I'm not a fan. It's cool. Look, maybe I'll watch you guys play. I'll watch you guys play, and maybe I'll play with y'all. I might hop in and play Monster Hunter.
You're gonna play with us. Yeah. No, we're gonna get you into it. Look. I'm gonna be honest. Here's the problem with me about Wilds, because I'm a big Monster Hunter fan. We all know this.
Okay.
Yeah.
It needs to stand up to their hype that they're bringing it. And here's how I put this: all Monster Hunter World games, it has instance space. This is what we call instance because it's one section that it's kind of open, right?
Yeah.
And it has where it
well,
has
thank
its
you
own
for
little
joining us,
system.
Nephew.
They have their own little environment system going on, right?
Yeah.
So you have different monsters for those sections, and a lot of monsters don't join in. Sometimes you will have one, join in here and there. In Wilds, it's supposed to be fucking open.
Yeah,
like actual open space.
Actual open, where you have to literally travel on certain things, and you're gonna have mounts. You know how we had mounts
what's
in
that,
Rise,
what's
right?
that survival crafting game with the dinosaurs? What's the survival
Ark?
crafting game with the dinosaurs?
Ark.
It looks kind of like Ark to me.
It's gonna be similar, but here's the thing: it's gonna be more based on you getting materials, things like that. It's not gonna be a looter shooter, but it's gonna be based off of what you're fighting the entire time because.
I just mean in terms of vibe, like not like play style or anything. Just
are you talking about open wise? Yeah, this is what it's going to be like. But it's going to have the villages. You know how we go into the instance where our villages or our territory is.
This is going to be a little more open.
It's supposed to be fully open where you actually go to your own village. You have to go into town, do your thing, and then just leave it.
Yeah.
So it's going to hopefully they stand up to what they say.
Yeah.
This is why it's taken so long to get here.
And I do think that I do know why from a technical aspect why these new really good games are taking as long as they are, but it's very frustrating because like 10-15 years ago great games were popping out like every couple years, and it's like I do understand that like the work environment's part of it, like they've taken work-life balance a lot more seriously at these studios, and I'm I'm all for that. But I also miss getting good games consistently.
No, I can understand that. But here's the thing though, with the cost of, and I hate to say it, and I hate to use cost of, with the cost of new technology they're trying to use, voice acting if you're going to do it. How long it's going to take to create this game from start to finish, scripting, motion capture, all that shit actually adds up. And I think that's something a lot of people don't take into account. Yeah. Not saying you haven't taken that into account. By all means, I know you took that shit into account.
You know me.
I don't. You know what though? Hold up, because I feel like you guys aren't wrong. Well, finish your point first. My fault. And
depending on the voice actors you get, you're going to be spending a pretty penny just to get that voice.
Well, and I think that's kind of the problem is that, and don't get me wrong, I love the voice actors that we've had forever. They're legends for a reason. But it does feel like the community is maybe a little too close.
Only on certain actors begin certain
places. We over-rely on very specific people. And so we have to wait longer and longer and longer because they're just so tied down. And there's tons of people out in this world that we know are great voice actors or could be. And
there's just no friends that actually have been voice actors for small companies and things. Yeah.
Me.
But you know who I feel you guys on that, right? But I want to bring up two things that we didn't mention as part of this, right? Based off first part, I get where Spud was coming from, especially said back in the past we were getting more games consecutively that were good.
Right.
Is it possible too at the same time that they were just making the games just happened to just align, that they were being finished around the same time, hence why we were getting consecutively good games?
The big reason for why we got games quicker back then, it has everything to do with things like rendering time and coding language. It's really technical shit. If you want to know, I could tell you. But what it comes down to is it takes longer because the processes involved are more complicated.
Well, not only that, but your resolution rates, everything has changed.
Right, that's what I'm talking about with the rendering time.
Well, my whole thing is, right, because again, like I said, I'm just speaking from my spot. I can only speak from my place, right? Like I said, in my
what
place,
you know from.
Yeah, exactly. From what I know, the type of games I've always wanted to play the most of, or been a big fan of, like I explained to already, was like the JRPGs and the anime games, which a lot of the times sometimes don't have voice acting. For example, we only anime game wise, I can tell you right now, in a lot of anime JRPG games. A lot of JRPG games, especially like more recently, we began more voice acting. But early on, JRPGs rarely had voice acting in them.
They had
it was just all text, so you don't even really care about voice work, which means you can also release the game way faster.
Yeah.
Because you don't need anyone to do voices. But my thing, what it comes back down to is, right, because like I said, I am big into games, but I'm in a specific type of game. So I'm always curious about what's going on in other people's games. Because just because I don't partake in them doesn't necessarily mean I don't care about them entirely, you know, because certain aspects can affect what I do too. Prime example, I like a lot of the gacha games, right? I'm a big fan of Bleach Brave Souls, which just got announced to be playable on Xbox now. It was already on it already got announced on PS5 and PS4. It was already playable on PS5 and PS4. But now I think it's on Xbox, and I think it's gonna be on the Switch too, maybe, give or take. But I know it got announced on Xbox. It just came out. Bleach Brave Souls. You heard of it, Spud, or no?
Okay. Let's throw. We were talking about JRPG and
yeah, but I was saying that based off of, like I said, like the stuff that happens on that side affects like other games that I play too, because like I said, I'm a fan of gacha games, like you know, and like Bleach Brave Souls is a big gacha game.
But I wanted to throw one game out where voice acting, they didn't really do voice acting, but this is why it came out faster. But it was a really big hit. Okami.
Oh, dude, Okami was awesome.
It was fire, but here's one thing about Okami: there was no voice acting. Really, it was all.
Well, it wasn't necessary,
right? But I'm saying, they could have done voice acting for that though.
I mean, you played this Gaia?
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
This guy is crack, and
you know what I mean?
See, this guy is a great series. I love this guy. They have voice acting. And they also don't fucking drop games until every damn near 2 years. Damn near it takes almost about.
But you see what we're talking about.
It's consecutive.
Right.
It's always I'm pretty sure they just dropped 7 like a couple was it? I want to say like 3 months ago, 4 months ago. 7 came out. And then they re-released 6 now onto the PlayStation, but I already had it on a Vita. I mean, on a Switch because it came out on the Switch first. It had exclusive rights to be on Switch first.
You did say Vita before you changed it.
Yeah, I meant to say because I have it on the Vita too. I have this Gaia 2 and 3 because I came late. I played this Gaia. I played this Gaia the Vita first because I got the remaster of 3 and all that, and then went backwards. That's why I started playing 2.
Was good though.
It's one of my. I love that series. But
real quick, Vince,
but
I actually do got to bounce. But I will catch you guys.
Gotta leave?
Yeah, gotta leave.
No, well, this is his normal time.
Yeah.
All
right. You guys want to end it here, and we pick back up with this next week.
I mean, hey, if you guys are more than welcome to. I'm gonna catch the fucking replay of the podcast on YouTube. So. And also, anyone, Matthew, if you're still watching, make sure you go back and watch the rest of this because we get stupid with it.
Yeah, we do.
We can get retarded. Yeah, let's use on that word, but it's true.
That's our brand. All right, gents, I do got to go, but it's been great. I fully encourage you to keep going with it.
All right, man.
Always.
We'll keep it going.
All right. Love you guys.
Later,
man.
Damn, Spud had to dip.
All right, it's all good.
I mean, it is that time usually because usually we spend about an hour to 2, and we are already an hour and 47, going in, so that's about that time for Spud anyway. So
no,
he usually has stuff he has to go do.
No problem, man. If you like what we're doing, please come back. We enjoy talking with y'all. If y'all have information y'all want to put in the community
questions
in the community board, ask us questions. Please, we enjoy talking to y'all. That's the whole point of this. We're shooting the shit, learning shit that we didn't know, and then we like to just.
Plus, we're a few weeks behind, so we're trying to catch up. Yeah.
So we're going to give you. All right, man. If you need to go, I understand, and we appreciate you just for being here because you didn't have to.
Always.
So if you would like to come back, please like, comment, subscribe. There'll be clips out later. We appreciate you.
100%.
All right. But yeah. But I also gotta go in a second because I gotta start setting up for this D&D bullshit.
You guys know where I'm at. Sunday, I will not be next Sunday.
All right.
You will not be next Sunday?
Okay.
Yeah, because I got work.
Yeah. Or do you work every other Sunday?
As of right now, no. Still figuring some things out with schedule-wise and work
All
stuff.
right.
But I just happen to be working that particular Sunday.
All right. Well, just let me know.
Let me know as well, because if we need to, we can talk to Spud and see about changing it to Saturday as well, or whenever.
If we can change it to Saturday,
we can always.
Well, that weekend particularly, I'm doing an event, so I'm Saturday and Sunday. I won't be busy, but typically I'm free.
Hold up. Before we do anything, Lelouch just subscribed to the channel, guys. Let's give him a big round of applause. He just subscribed. Let's go. We appreciate you for coming in, dude. We try and do this podcast either every Saturday or every Sunday, and we do what we do.
Always. I will have some more stuff up and running for this next.
And I'm going to have the soundboard better. I'm going to put some custom sounds on this board now that I got it functioning.
Oh, Savage, I'm gonna have to get your address later because I got another Stream Deck. I got the bigger one, and you're welcome to have it. So. Yeah, you're welcome to have it. I don't need it.
Oh, sorry, I'll take it. Sure.
Yeah.
Like it's the one that has the knobs and everything, so you can just keep flicking.
Yeah, that might work for something. Yeah,
you can just keep flicking. I won it through somebody, and I have no need for it.
Yeah, I'll take it.
All right, man. So we're gonna end here. Thank you guys for liking and subscribing. Coach, I'm gonna get with you later because I think we need to make an outro for the podcast.
I agree with that.
And I think that's the next thing. I'm trying to we upgrade the podcast in small pieces. Yeah, so we get it the way we all like it.
Mm-hmm.
But
all right, my parents as well at the same time. I've been busy for the last 3 weeks.
It's all good, man. I'm just glad we had the whole crew here. That was the most important thing.
100%.
We're gonna stop right here. All right, say goodbye to the people, guys. See ya
later. All right.